Hey y'all, I'm Scrub, and welcome back to Quasimorph. In the last part, we got to see exactly how powerful allies can be on a mission thanks to an upgrade over here in the navigation tree. Yeah, security service over here, allies on proxy missions. This is possibly one of the most powerful upgrades in the game because they made those missions kind of a joke. Granted, they were pretty low on power anyway, but yeah, you guys, if you saw the last part, you saw that is insanely powerful. And with that, we were able to help them out with a little bit of conquest, and we also did a defense against Test Clan. So I think today we're going to continue on that route. We're going to actually head over to Mercury because we have an SBN mission over here. It's pretty low power concentration, so this should be a pretty quick, dirty, and easy one. And there is a real mission over here that we sadly won't be able to get there in time. However, they're not going to take the station, so we should be able to actually get some resources off of there. So we'll head there first. And it looks like we got a message from our best friends over at Planet Bridge. We connect not worlds, but opportunities. Mercenary, you've arrived at the intersection of progress vectors, and we've made our bet. A shipment has been transferred to your spacecraft, a pledge for ongoing and expanding cooperation. Put it to work. It's meant to function, not impress. Planet Bridge builds to last. Oh, I love you guys too. What'd you actually give me? I'll be honest, I don't know what they've given me. I was working on some stuff on the ship, so my stuff's a little bit out of order, but let's assume it was something good, unless they automatically put it in the right cargo hold, which would be nice. I think they gave us the spacesuit helmet, because I don't think I would have had that otherwise. I think they gave us a construction drone. Okay, so I think they gave us a little bit of decent stuff. Thanks, guys. Also, I never checked these chips. Yeah, unlock Terror Pack. Okay, we did get lucky. We actually got Marika Wolfnod. Oh, wait a minute. We already had this one. I think either that or this is the one we got, but we can finally make 797. That is huge. And just confirm, yeah, we can't unlock the augment chips yet, but you know what, Planet Bridge? Thank you. I love you too. I'll try and stay on your side as long as possible. And this Eye of Karok is going to expire in 9 days. We did also get the geoscanner upgrade last time, or the navigation scanner, so that we can scan up to the 3rd floor. So unless we take a 4th floor mission, this thing's kind of useless. I don't know what this spoils into. I assume it just disappears. Who knows? Maybe it'll turn into something useful anyway. Yeah, I think these guys gave us some nails. I don't know if they gave us a new gun or not. And hopefully with that travel time, yes, there we go. Up to Tech 5 on Daydream Chems. So now they can start giving us, admittedly, I think this is worse than the Eliminator they were already giving us, so that's a bit odd. But common item chips, the Disruptor, and Cryo Novo grenades, as well as military first aid kits. Pretty damn nice. And over here, it looks like the station they have is a lab that's actually producing Quasimorph sensors as well as geoscanners. Okay, slight problem. We actually don't need geoscanners anymore or Quasimorph sensors. Do I want to take those anyway? I probably do, because I can probably sell those to somebody for something really good. And right away, there it is. Yeah, definitely start cranking out 797 en masse. We are going to be run low on powder afterwards, maybe, but honestly, just for, you know, being able to use our main ammo is huge. And it looks like Ancom may have taken umbrage with the fact that we took one of their stations. They're trying to take something over on Zielkovsky. That must happen on my way over here. But we do have an elimination against SBN right here, so we'll probably do that. I'm pretty sure elimination, I don't remember if it gives you power or if that gives you technology, but it should give us a little bit of a power bump. Thanks to the fact that we have aggressive tactics, that should actually give us a pretty significant bump. And this is going to be a really weird, possibly super greedy call. I'm actually going to bring Isabel out on a mission. The Eclipse Blade is going back out. I think this is fine. I have a plan. I'm bringing the Shock Submachine Gun as a backup weapon because SBN does like their robots. I think they aren't quite as bad as Dilthy, but I'm going to bring this in the anticipation that they can be. I'm bringing along standard first aid stuff. I'm actually going to go for 2 first aid kits. I'm grabbing antibiotics, and because I want her eating meat off of her enemies, I'm just going to bring a full stack of cigarettes since we're on Mercury to combat Quasimorphosis. In fact, actually, just to be safe, where is it? Yeah, I'm going to bring 1 thing of painkillers as well, which I believe has a decent set of, yeah, 5 uses. And I'm also going to bring the knife maker kit to make sure that our tomahawk is up in top condition, as well as 2 stacks of batteries, because worst case scenario, I can also use this for some long range fighting. It's not the best, only 4 range, but better than nothing. And I've given her some bloodbath armor to give her a little bit more survivability. And we've been getting pretty lucky with the buffaloes, so I think it's fine to risk that. I'm also going for the hobo vest because it has more resistance. I think this is the most defensive vest we have at this point because we don't have any chainmail. And yeah, other than that, we just have our rookie vests as well as some gladiators, which I don't think are going to be as powerful there. So going out with no food does look risky, but it should be fine. And worst case scenario, there shouldn't be a huge loss if we throw here. I would like to see if there is any chance of melee still being viable as well. So we'll call this a scouting run. And there's our allies, Desolators. You brought a sniper rifle to boot. That is pretty damn nice. So if we're lucky, we'll be able to actually get some decent armor off these guys, worst case scenario. Also interesting, on the map, it shows them as red. It says their name Desolator, but it still shows them as an enemy combatant. They're not. They're our friends. Oh, there's 5. Oh, okay, no, there's 4 of them. I thought there was a 5th one back here. What do you have? Legend pants. Okay. Aspen shotgun. Yeah, these guys are ready to go. Buffaloes. We might get lucky and start seeing some Eben Cena. It's at Tech 6, so that'll be the next thing they unlock for gifts. I don't know if they can bring them on missions. But yeah, let's go sprinting. Also, I do need to probably double check. Getting damage triggers their regen and pain regen. Pretty good. Yes, you do want to be sprinting, because that doesn't affect your accuracy as much. I remember that. Anytime that the enemy misses, it boosts your dodge chance. Oh no, that's a passive. I just need you to dodge stuff. Okay, so weirdly enough, I kind of need her to be in combat and dodging stuff just so that she can grind this, or we need to find some drugs for it. Knife fight from her axe will give her more accuracy. That's great. And she's already maxed out on cannibalism, so she's doing as much damage as possible. And a wound inflicted in melee activates the trigger. I think that's her inflicting wounds, so she has a chance to regen her AP every 20 turns. That's pretty nice. Also, does this trigger if that chance fails, or does it only trigger once it succeeds? I assume it works for when it succeeds. And I guess the nice thing about her sprinting around is she should, in theory, be getting as much coverage as possible as far as territory goes. So we should be able to actually kind of outrun the Quasimorphosis, hopefully, to an extent. And these guys all have 3. These guys all... Both these guys have 4 AP, actually. So they're actually able to open doors and do basically a sprint round, which is pretty clutch. Go down to walking, because we can't get past you. Okay, good first round of combat, dude. And what kind of grenade is that? I think that might be a makeshift. I'm going to go stealth over here. But you guys just... Oh, that was a stun. Oh, did they actually update it so that everything flashes? Because I feel like stuns didn't used to flash. Okay, 1 enemy down already. You're going to be stunned for a round. That's fine. Sprint over here. Our guys are chucking grenades. I like that. Okay, 1 right on our body. Go ahead and sneak here. We'll do a sprint check. You're in melee. Hold on. So... Okay, there's a guy back there with a Jeff Hammer, laser handgun. Hold on, if I try to shoot you... Yeah, this thing should eat those shots. If I stand right here, you shouldn't be able to attack me, so I'm gonna risk a wait here and hope that you just shoot the vending machine. Oh, you didn't even go for that. Okay, hold on. Walk up to here. Can I... Oh, I can't shoot through that, or throw through that, rather, sadly. I may have just done a really dumb thing. Back off. Wait. Okay, you were able to throw through that. What the hell? Okay, slight problem. You're blocking that now, so I'm stuck in here with them. If I go for an angle, rip this kind of shot at you. Rip this at you. Yep, stun you both. Okay, you know what? I deserve that. That was really dumb of me to lock myself in there. That one, I was totally a dumbass there. That one's entirely on me. Kenzie Yukio, I want you to be a scout of Hades. I think that could have gone well if I wasn't a fucking idiot. So let's go back in there with something a little bit better. I'm honestly just going to go full cadet for you so that you can scavenge some decent armor while you're out there. Go rookie vest. You can have a damaged one. I'll probably repair up a little bit of this gear. Okay, and looking at these side by side, the Taiga, they have the same damage. This thing has better crit damage, better accuracy, way lower scatter, only 3 range though. That's pretty sketchy. Quicker reload and lower fire rates. Knockback range, add knockback range. Oh, so this thing can knock people back further, which is interesting because it actually has lower range, so that might actually be worse for it. I'm gonna stick with the Jeff Hammer for now. I think it's a little bit better. I think 2 stacks of buckshot should do the job. Okay, round 2, the real attempt this time. Watch these guys not have any legend armor this time either. You do at least have a buffalo. That's a good start. And you know what? We actually got a scanner this time, so maybe we'll be able to see exactly where they're at. Empty server and empty server. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. What are you rocking? Legend boots. Are you... You look like you have some heavy-duty stuff on you. Oh, you have a Quasimorph arm. That's fun. And a Quasimorph shoulder. You do boost Quasimorphosis, which is a bit of a concern. I guess that's the thing sticking out of your right shoulder. Also remember that you can't shoot past people unless you're right next to them, so don't shoot past these guys. Also, I think we only have 2 allies with us this time, so that's fine. And go ahead and rip shot at you. Leave my friends alone, you dick. Ooh, a bishop already. Grab that. And did you have decent gear on you by chance? No, nothing too great. Although the dawn pattern helmet might be a little bit better for this mission. So I think they do occasionally use cold stuff. Okay, that's only for containers, sadly. So a little bit of a waste, but that's fine. Ooh, punishment though. Oh, and the Curus. This is actually really good. Reload duration down. It has some pretty beefy resistances on it. Only 2 slots. I think for the pierce resist and also some beam resist, that's worth swapping to, because this thing I think is, yeah, single load, so we can reload that from the backpack. Although I think I'm going to swap to the punishment and we'll extract the bishop. So go ahead and throw the buckshot there. Ammo can all go there. Aurora pattern. We lose blunt and fire. We pick up shock, beam. We lose a little bit of pierce. We gain cut. I don't think we wear this for the mission, but I am going to extract them. They seem pretty good. Okay, and our guys are just off gallivanting on a whirlwind adventure, so I think they're fine. Guess we'll sneak on through, and we should probably reload this thing while we're moving. One decent server down here. Is there anything worth grabbing all the way down at the bottom? Also, I did just realize we threw away an entire pack of cigarettes, so that feels really bad. That's really probably the only major loss on that mission. Like I said, that was a scouting run technically, but holy fuck, that was an embarrassing loss. 2 augment chips right away. Cyber, liver, and controller. Okay, as soon as we can get the augment department going, we are going to be very well set for that. Also, I should probably start trying to get some powder out. If I can mass produce... Oh, delete that. Yeah, if we can start mass producing 797, we can actually genuinely run a legacy heavy machine gun, which would be amazing. You start grinding your training. That's all good. Wait, is there seriously nothing else on this level worth looting? Okay, I think all the enemies are down south. The elevator's already right here. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and run some stuff back to the ship real quick. This might be one of the quickest missions I've ever done. Just drop literally anything that we don't actively need. I'll probably actually unload that because I can use the ammo right now. And I guess go ahead and have a snack. There you go. Yeah, honestly, unless someone pops up, remember that last time we just died for no reason? Maybe don't just rush through the rooms blindly. Yeah, I think I might just go straight for the elevator, even though we haven't filled up the ship. There's no one here. I might as well just take the freebie. And training almost maxed out already. And 4 friends, actually. Hooray. What do you guys got? Gorgon, you have a veteran vest. Honestly, these allied missions might be worth it just to loot your guys once they have decent tech. Legend, we're finding really good vests. Oh, this is all awesome. If you're going for a proxy, you need to grab the perk for this or the upgrades. That is just insanely good. All right, you guys might be kind of bumblefucking around for a little bit to try and get out, but that's fine. Definitely let them lead the way. Don't let yourself get caught in a room like I did. That's really stupid. Bro, it's just like we're sending a hit squad in. This is crazy. I love it. Oh yeah, also, where's the target? Well, there's a dead-end hallway. Wow. Okay, this is also a really small level. If I didn't throw for no reason, we absolutely could have done this with a melee character. I might not even have to fire a single shot. Oh no, I fired 2 rounds on the first floor. Let's actually reload that. No, you're getting the servers wet. That's not good. Bro, if these guys just do this mission for me, that is going to be pretty hilarious. Let's see. Nothing great on you guys. I'll actually disassemble that for, yeah, microchip and printed circuit board. Pretty damn nice. And explosives. There we go. Honestly, grab this knife for a moment because these guys actually have some decent stuff and I can get some meat as well as the augments. Oh, right. Before I forget, all down the capsule. Where is that? Oh, it landed in the hallway just before where we need to leave. That's kind of convenient. Okay, I hear a frag. I think that was a poison grenade as well. Quasimorph data, grab that. Flame turret, drop rags and plastic, move that over, grab this. We'll need to come back for the whiskey. Yep, there we go, mission complete. Oh, allies, you are the best, truly. Also, I'm pretty sure these guys were at Tech 5. Honestly, go ahead and drop off the punishment. I think we're fine. Don't assume we'll get more explosives, so drop that off and drop off the nice stuff. We're freezing a little bit, so I think there's some killing going on somewhere. Oh no, I think that's one of our desolators. It is. Oh, it's the guy with the vest. Huge. Okay, immediately go for that one because that's more carrying capacity. And I guess we'll try to extract that. Grab the buffalo. I guess follow up what I should be looking for is Quasimorph parts now. Interesting thing I didn't know about. 1, 2 vest slots. That's huge. 2, there's literally no downside to this. That is massive, actually. Okay, well, that was a really good get. See what else we can find. Management unit and AI module. I don't know if they killed everyone up here. Oh, there's a Gorgon and a bunch. Oh, there's the bots I was talking about. And I believe that will be the target over there. Ooh, XTS 665 laser SMG. Look at the value on that. Incendiary, painful crits, and pierce through. Oh, and there's the explosives I didn't think we were going to find more of, by the way. Let's see. Need to hold on to the knife so I can start cutting these guys apart. Did you have anything other than organics? Does not look like it, sadly. Okay, we'll get back to you in a second. I should carve up these bots first and see what we can get. We sadly did not get a single head, although we did get one of the legs. We definitely want that. I can probably drop the knife at this point. Let's see, what else would we want from you? Incoming pain down, health up, scatter up, load weight, and a little bit lower max health. Definitely grab the gun before we forget. And we can actually load these batteries into the thing, so go ahead and swap over that just in case. Drop the plastic. We do need to be a little bit cautious of plastic and rags, by the way. We are under 100 on those. We still have plenty, but it is something to be aware of. Actually, we have plenty of time. I'm gonna head back to the capsule, make sure we can stack whatever we can, and then we'll probably finalize our loadout, and then we'll get out of here. Maxed out training on our first mission, by the way. Hooray. Just swap it out for stuff that can't stack. That's probably the smarter option at this point. Honestly, the rest of these implants are stuff I think I already have, and they're okay. They're not bad. I think if anything, I would want to grab this arm because, yeah, the arm itself is extra hits in melee, which not bad, but we do want some more range focused stuff. This thing's crit chance for just losing a bit of health. I guess I should probably take them apart to see if I can get anything decent off of them. I think I actually got some microchips and circuit boards out of that, so honestly pretty worth it. I think we're good to bounce. Okay, as it turns out, the low power missions are kind of a joke when you have a bunch of overpowered allies. Okay, we get a little bit of power out of that. They don't like us anymore. Big shame, who cares? Already got Terror Pack, sadly, and we did get a little bit of a refund on those cigarettes. Honestly, the most powerful thing we may have gotten out of that was the Sheila leg, which is kind of weird. Hey, you know what? We take what we can get. Up to 2,000 power again, so we're starting to climb back up. Okay, looks like our guys switched over to the defense footing. Oh, also, something I did want to do. Let's see. Well, 1, sabotage, espionage, and robbery are what they're going to end up doing. 2, proxy corps. Yeah, we need to figure out exactly what types of missions we want to do and who we want to ally with. I'm thinking right now we probably want to go proxy cell, and depending on what types of games you play, the alliances in this game aren't necessarily that interesting. I would honestly think it's more of a non-aggression pact more than anything, because this isn't like, oh, we're going to help each other out on missions. This is more like, I'm going to leave you alone, you're going to leave me alone. So in theory, we shouldn't do any missions against civil resistance and vice versa, which I think is pretty good because we do want to try and get that mission up for the story. So we do need to build relations with them at some point. So we will swap over to that. Honestly, I'm going to switch over to a scouting footing. Yeah, elimination, sabotage, espionage, and robbery. We're down to 9 assets. Nah, go back to conquest. We're gonna Napoleon our way out of the situation. If you kill all your enemies, no one can declare war on you, right? I can't help but notice there is an infiltration we could do for them against Sunlight Coven over on Volcano. Nah, I want to make sure that our guys don't lose this defense. I think the auto resolve would be in our favor there, but I'm just paranoid about losing territory. Also, we just literally went over the sun. That is a baller-ass move. Okay, they switched over to scouting after I told them to do expansion. That's fine. Oh, that's interesting. Very low power concentration, but it's a 4 difficulty mission. That's kind of wild. Yeah, this one, 543 power concentration. Should be pretty quick. Although, before we do that, Isabella. I'm not saying we're going to do this, but I do want to at least check it. Terror Pack, what's that all about? Packed cooldown and packed cost. Each use of packed ability grants 20 XP. Okay, so we definitely need to go kill a Baron at some point. Eating Gavok activates the trigger, which lowers your perk cooldowns. Extra AP. Exceeding the pain threshold activates the trigger. So I think when you're over pain, I don't know if it scales or not. I think as long as you're over it, you just lose 1 AP automatically on your turn. So not only do you negate that, you get an extra AP when you're in pain. And that's only at level 1. I don't know if that's going to lower the cooldown on it, lower hunger cost, or if it's going to raise your AP, but that could be really good. Melee damage per missing calories. Each time you take damage from starvation. This is going to be real interesting. We definitely aren't ready for this. Quasimorphosis effects clone 35%. Each change of Quasimorphosis stage grants 10 XP. And extra strikes, a wound inflicted in melee activates the trigger. This could be really fun. I assume you want to graft your guy with all those Quasimorph parts that we haven't really done yet, which speaking of, I guess I should have probably grabbed some of those spider claws now I think about it. I think you can graft that on for built-in melee weapon and presumably it adds Quasimorphosis. Okay, I'm gonna get real stupid here. We're gonna do it again. I'm gonna lose a 500 power mission because I refuse to learn. This is gonna be great. Who are we going against here? Also, remember, swap and comp, right? For these guys that killed me last time, I can't even remember who was on that mission because we didn't do that mission. Our allies did that mission. We just kind of hung out for a bit. Oh, this is so nice. It is so good to be able to produce 797. That gives us a lot more options for what we want to field. I think for your side weapon, I'm gonna give you the Aspid shotgun. This thing has 5 range. I just realized, holy crap. So we're going to go chemtrail. I'm going to give you the Aspid shotgun as a backup. You're going to have your Varangian naturally. You're going to be eaten while you're down there. It's a defense mission, so we don't have to worry about Quasimorphosis. And also it's on Tsiolkovsky, so it wouldn't have been there anyway. Also, I just realized you don't worry about infection, so you don't need antibiotics. And you don't need to worry about poisoning, so yeah, we can actually skimp on that, which is nice. Give you a first aid kit. And do you even need anything else? Not sure you do, because you're going to be eating while you're down there. We need to start getting water, by the way, because I have been throwing away hydrogel bandages as a result of my incompetence. I'm sure that'll be fine. I could boost your athletics. I think I can just grind that on the planet, honestly. We'll hold off on it. Oh, also, I never sorted. We almost have 2 full rows of 797. I think we're looking pretty good here, actually. I think we're looking very good, as it turns out. Although, let's not get too stupid. I'm actually going to bring some defenses as well. Do I bring a sex bot? I'm bringing the sex bot. Screw it. And go ahead and bring 1 beam turret. Yeah, 2 ranged turrets and a sex bot. I think that'll get the job done, along with our allies. We are the beneficiary. Screw you, Ancom. We're going to try and burn you to the ground. They're at Tech 6. It says their power's low, but I think they can still bring good stuff. So I guess we'll have to keep an eye out. Also, I decided to give her one of the funny Venusian helmets because it amuses me. Oh, there we go. We actually have 3 allies. So we have some darkness to deal with. However, I'm pretty sure it's fine. Step 1. Sex bot, go. You have a metal pipe. Set you to follow, attack at will. Step 2. Get a little bit further out here. Use the beam turret. Shouldn't you be facing the other way? I thought you were supposed to face the way I'm facing. Screw it, it's fine. And step 3, get... There we go. That one actually faced up. That's a little bit better. And now we start sprinting around at light speed. Okay, there we go. Apparently they're over on that side of the map, so we'll sprint over here. Okay, allies, I need you to get involved. Okay, you know what? You're involved over there. That's fair. Sexbot's being attacked. Oh no. Oh no, that was the turret. Sexbot's fine. Go up here, switch over to the shoddy. Think we got him. We'll stick around on this side of the map for a little bit. Get the reload in. Only 3 rounds off this vest, which is pretty nice. And risky peek. It's fine. Go down stealth. Military rations we'll take. Yeah, your arbiter gear is okay. It's not fantastic. Probably just dismantle all of that and try and grab stuff off your body and grab all the flesh we can. We got just skin off that. That feels bad. How much condition do you have? 49. We'll go for a chunk of thigh. Yeah, that eats 1 per. So don't go completely buck wild because I didn't bring a knife maker kit with this, but we should be good. What do you need for repairs, by the way? Long blade or short pipe. Got it. Go ahead and have a snack. You need to start triggering this. 30 turn cooldown on that. Also, why are you guys all just kind of huddled in this corner? That's not great. We could chop apart a dog if we want to. I'm not going to do that. That's a bit rude. Okay, I think this guy got literally obliterated because there's just weird loot on the ground. Oh, you know what? A backup knife. We could use that to carve people apart. Keep the aspid in the backpack for now. Or actually... go with that to make sure we don't accidentally use that. Okay, looks like you're getting a bit swarmed over there. I might need to go help with that. Okay, I was literally going to take care of that next turn. That's fine. That's why we have Berserker Gain. And we're not technically on fire. Although, yeah, our leg incoming pain goes up. Yeah, let's hydrogel that. That just opened. And we probably need to get away from the fire. All right, robot went into the fire. Well done. Okay, there's one more in there. A melee guy over here. We can deal with you. Hold on, go down to stealth. Swap back to this for now. Move up. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Let's walk over here. Sorry, boy. You have 2 moves, so we can actually move up. Go up to sprinting. 94 on that. That's pretty huge. Looks like we're still burning, which isn't great. You have 2 movement to get to me, so 1, and then we'll go down to walking and wait. Okay, you're gonna actually deal with that, so let's hydrogel this again. And I actually have throwing knives. Knife! There we go. Yeah, I figured we're not gonna use that on anyone else, so I might as well use it here. That's pretty fun. Ooh, antidotes. Probably drop the rib for that. And you apparently have something in your chest. Nothing I can use. We can also throw hearts at people. I love that energy. Probably go ahead and start stuffing some stuff on the ship that I'm not actively using. Probably literally everything I'm not using, actually. We can sort it all out later. Carry around the knife for now, though. We might need that. Sprint down to the turret. We'll want to disassemble that. Go down stealth to swap these out. Nothing great, sadly. And you had a buffalo. Yoink. Nothing else too great, though. How many turns do we have left? 35. I also need to call down the capsule. Also, this level is so worthless. There's literally 1 container here, and it's a fuel barrel. And there was this one, but I think that got destroyed at some point. Okay. That's fine. I can work with this. Okay, we need to back off. Just keep ripping shots downtown if you're not going to push that. Inquisitor. Okay, you're actually like one of their top tier guys. You do have legend stuff on you. Yeah, helmet and pants. Razor vibroblade, which actually might be a decent weapon for me. And a rogue AR. Chemical burn. Oh, you have 2 chemical burns and a mild burn. Probably keep stacking that. Beam turret, I need you to turn around and deal with this. Let's see. I'm gonna rip 1 shot. You're just out of range. Rip 2. And back off. Okay, go down to walking. There we go.
We're just trying to survive.
Go up to sprint for you. There we go. Reload. Do a little bit of a stealth push here. Okay, sprint check. Cover. Stealth. Okay, I think they all kind of bumblefucked down here, but it worked out. How is there not a body pile here yet? I think it's like 1 step away. Go ahead and upgrade to the legend stuff. I'm sure it's... Well, I say it's better. Pants were definitely better. Let's see. Use a little bit of that. Yeah, you know what? For the general stuff here we're fighting, that's probably better. We'll keep this mask, though. That's pretty solid. And dismantle the rest of that. I have one of those vibroblades on the ship, by the way, so that's why I'm not worried about it. Better invest. Definitely grab that. The rest of that can be dismantled. Desolator, though. Do you have any Quasimorph parts? No, it's just the stuff we had on you. Ooh, legend boots. That's just a straight up upgrade for us. Grab the legend pants as well, so we can keep more of those on the ship. The shadow pattern is something you actually get from Ancom if you hand over that data at the start of the mission. It's not bad armor, but not at this point in the game. Although, yeah, you know what? I think we can go ahead and upgrade to the sword. They gave us 2. The game's trying to tell me something. We can drop the wire. We have 100 of the things. Okay, a lot more people down here. Let's actually go back to the ship for a moment. Let's see. Go up to sprinting for cover. Oh, you know what? That won't work because they are both going to be on the ship, so you can't use it as cover. I can throw the knife at you. Okay, I may have been sleeping on... Oh, this thing has 9 throw range? That's insane. All right, I was definitely sleeping on that. Go down to walking, drop off everything of value. And I think cannibalism, yep, back on the menu. Good for us. Also, I did just realize now that we actually can make 797, we can disassemble it in the field if we want to. It does cost 2 per bullet, so that's not necessarily the best trade. However, if we need to for, you know, space consolidation or anything like that, it can be worth it. So I might start dismantling that a little bit more often. Oh, you had a Molotov on you. I will definitely grab that. A little bit of cryo ammo, not too shabby. Oh, there's someone hiding in the corner. Get knifed. Okay, I might want to start trying to get some of those knives. They're pretty fun, actually. And what are these Type 77s? Did I end up grabbing that other one last time? I guess eat some cabbage, because why not? I'll grab it just in case I didn't. Wow, you were sitting in the corner cowering with one of the most powerful shotguns I've seen. That I think is only okay, honestly, but... Come on, man. Okay, apparently 3 survivors I gotta track down. I have seen on the subreddit, this is kind of a problem with the new stance system, by the way, is, yeah, on these kinds of missions where you really gotta hunt people down, they will get terrified, and you really do have to literally go hunt them down piece by piece, which is a little unfortunate, but at least they're experimenting, trying new things, so I'm okay with it. And I guess drop off all the medical supplies to make sure we don't waste any space. 2 of them literally in a corner, huddling together. Probably go in with the shotgun just to be safe. I'm pretty sure if I'm next to them, they'll fight. It says panicking. I don't know if that's the same as surrendering. Actually, you know what? Go up to sprinting so that we can grind that out. Yeah, so they will show up on the thing, but yeah, that's still pretty iffy. All right. Cleared it and call for evac because we'll be good to bounce as soon as we chop these guys up. Quick little easy defense mission there, and we get a duplicate mine chip, garbage helmet. Not a great reward. We got some batteries and some painkillers, so okay, you know what? It's actually a full stack of painkillers too, and military first aid. Not terrible, but that was also a pretty easy mission, so understandable that we didn't get a great reward. And Ancom hates us. Oh no. Wow, they really hate us. They're actually going straight for our freaking brothel again. Isn't this the one you guys just lost? How far away is Mecta? I might need to go do that again. We can reach it. Okay, go on. We'll wrap up today by doing another defense mission real quick. Okay, looks like they switched over to expansion on their own. And I think you lost both your conquests you were trying to do, sadly. This one's still going, but you didn't get Tian mains, which bit of a shame. Oh no, Planet Bridge is actually trying to do espionage against us. Why would you do this to me? I thought we were friends. And Espion's trying to do... Okay. Everyone's pissed at Daydream Chems all of a sudden, maybe because we decided to technically become civil resistance, but this Ancom mission looks like it'll be quite a bit more difficult. Naturally, if we're going to be doing a big old defense mission that actually matters, we're going to bring out the big guns. We're bringing out our Tifton's Elite, Francis, and he is fully kitted out. 3 stacks of ammo, bring some Molotovs, 3 different turrets, keeping him on the military first aids, because we are actually starting to get those a little bit consistently, so I think we can kind of sprint for these on our tougher missions, and the PMC rations should see him through things. I'm gonna bring that just because it's a little bit of extra food, and same with the juice box. And Wagyu can stay because that's for anti-quasimorphosis. Same with the caviar. And we repaired up the legacy. I could probably do with some repairs on the armor just to be safe. And I'm hoping we can scavenge some legend armor as well on this one. Since power concentration's up there as well as the skulls, I'm thinking we'll be a little bit better on the loot here. And Ancom is going to despise us after this. They're up to tech 6, so I don't care. Hopefully we can get something good off them. And we got our allies. This one's a lot more enclosed, so I think that flame turret will be a lot better. And speaking of, yeah, where do we want to set that? We have our increased deployment range, so you know what? Right on the door. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, not the direction I wanted, but you'll figure it out. It's fine. And they can't approach us from down here unless they're already down here, which doesn't look like it. So good news there. Okay, there they go. They're starting to come in. Our guys are... Okay, I did a double move there. I want to check out what our guy had. I think he went like full gun-ho with the burst pistol. Oh. Speaking of, get that. I just saw a Gorgon spray. I'm sure that's fine. Go ahead and set this out. Oh, we got to move up one more before we can do that. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and go over here, actually. Okay, what do you guys have? Oh, there's the legend chest that I wanted. Yeah, we're definitely going to grab that off you if we don't fuck it up. Okay, and you are answering the question I had about this limb earlier. You absolutely just jack a freaking minigun arm onto your slot and you can just use that. That is so metal. I love that. I use the 797, right? I might want to graft that onto our unit. Oh, but that's an arm slot. Ooh. Or definitely graft that onto somebody. I'll have to figure out who. Would that make a good backup melee? Like, I'm gonna chop you up with an axe, and also I'm unarmed. Psych, I have a minigun. Worry about the mission we're on now. We have things to worry about. We'll worry about that later. And go ahead and get the beam going. Do you guys have decent stuff on you? Buffaloes. Oh, you had the Gorgon. Okay. And legend boots. Okay. Definitely grab those at some point. Move up, let you guys do your thing. Okay. The arm minigun is pretty hilarious. I kind of love that. Get out of here. And honestly, if you just keep leaving Gorgon piles laying around, I'm sure our guys will step on it and kill themselves at some point, but that will also work pretty well in our favor, I think. Okay, someone around this corner, not my favorite. We'll walk to here. You're still eating shots from there. Do a scout check. Okay, a bunch of them in there. So I have a feeling we're going to get burned by our flame turret if I stay here. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm literally just in its effective range. Back off this way, and you move to the door, so go sprint. You died, apparently. Try and get an angle. I don't have an angle here. Don't have an angle there. Someone dropped an aspid. Are we down to 2 allies right now? You have a big-ass fist. Good. Maybe pick up a gun. Can you do that? I think you're just going to stand there being menacing for a little bit, and you just have your judge arm, which is pretty good. Yeah, if you want to pick up a shotgun or something, that'd be great. We're just kind of vibing in here. I don't see anyone on scans. You're eating damage. What did you do? Puncture wound. Okay, I think this is something that the engineer kit could fix. Oh no, Tifton's Elite, you're organic. Right, something I might want to consider for defense missions. I think I can repair these, if I'm not mistaken. But you're just going to keep eating damage for a while. That's fine. Open that up. And risky peek. Oh no, you're still alive. Good for you. And a little bit more ammo. Don't think we need another one of those. I think I have 2 or 3 of them already. Grab a knife for now, just because I might want to start taking apart some of these Ancom guys. Ooh, 2 servers up there that we can actually scout. Also, call the capsule. Don't forget that. That's pretty important. It landed all the way down here. Dope. We'll go check these. Okay, someone's throwing grenades over here. I don't know if that was our guys or theirs. It was definitely a toxic grenade. Any other containers? Oh, a 3rd server up here. Okay, that's a little bit of a risky shot. We'll back off, and then we'll do a sprint round next. Oh, you didn't even see me. Wait. There we go. All right, good kill on you, and a couple transformers. And we have a couple things to loot over here. Those 2 are empty med box, and empty server. Okay, so we are officially cleaned up on ground loot for this. Move up a little bit. Yep, stealth check. Glad we did that. And there's some legend armor. This was off one of their guys, so if we get lucky, we might be able to get 2 of these. I'll extract this dawn pattern, though, because it is pretty solid. And speaking of, grab your manipulator. I should probably, again, start scanning for any kind of quasimorph parts in case they can be reused. I'm not entirely sure if they can or not, though. Oh, hello. Cyborg armed hand, blade 23, implants 2, extra hit, range accuracy down, lose a bit of health, 20% extra wounds inflicted. Okay, this might be a decent little armed hand. Oh, we actually apparently got a bunch of rags at some point. Go ahead and eat up on this stuff. That's fine. Grab that, and we'll wait this one out. Go sprint into you. There we go. Open that back up. Our guy died, sadly. Okay, I think our flame turret might have popped off at some point. That is very much a thing that probably happened. We have 43 turns, by the way, so this isn't over yet. And speaking of, let's see. How many Quasimorph parts did you have? Your arm, grab that. Your shoulder. If you can, we didn't get anything off that one, sadly. Okay, far side, and you didn't take any shots, so I think all our turrets might be dead. So we might need to lock in, as the gamers say. Ooh, you're gonna have a shot on me. And I have no way to shoot you right now. And you're gonna waste my turret, so I think all of our backup's dead. How do we want to approach this? What kind of range does this thing have? Effective range 4. We're definitely out of that. Okay, push up 1. Push up 2. Oh, the flame turret actually... Okay, you know what? Good job for the flame turret setting my ship on fire. That's totally worth it here. Okay, it's dead. That's fine. You served us well. And you're on the other side of the ship now, unfortunately. So the flanking shot. Okay, self-healing, that is a deep wound, but we should be fine. It hit our leg because we went down to walking. That's a-okay. Was there one more guy over here, or did I already kill him? Okay, gonna get a really risky reload in here. Okay, do a full stealth check. Get ready for walking. Okay, you're just gonna sit on that corner. That's fine, actually. Walk up here while the flames die. Holy shit, the self-healing actually did it. What level is that? That is maxed out at 40. Okay, well done. Good job, Francis. And peek you. Go back down to stealth. We have a lot of bodies to loot, as it turns out. Water container, we actually need to start grabbing some of that. I should probably just go to the ship at this point. We actually have 100 armor plates. We're actually doing a lot better on that than I thought. Okay, walk over to the ship. Start dumping all the max stack stuff, not the springs. Drop the arm. I could probably leave a stack of ammo on here at this point. I think we're doing okay on that. And some of our guys died up here, which they should have the good armor, if I'm not mistaken. Go sneaking for... Yep, that's why we checked. Grab the vodka for sure. Cadet, Eliminator... You had a buffalo. You did also have chainmail. 26 resist for 1 vest slot. Is that better than the hobo? I think it's slightly better. I'm gonna grab it and do a side-by-side. I might end up just destroying that, though. Oh, and you had the judge on you, actually. Hold on. We didn't get it, sadly. We just got weapon parts. That's fine. And... Okay. I wasn't sure if you guys were scared or not. You are, in fact, not scared at all. Minor wound. Dog is gonna run me down. That's fine. 1, 2, rip a shot at you. Good. Now back off. Okay, you have 4 AP. Hey, as it turns out, they can absolutely use turrets now. Okay, I'm gonna go full auto. Ooh, this is gonna be a tricky ass round. Okay. Okay, full auto you. Good. Okay, I thought I had 1 more AP that I might have just thrown. Fuck. That's a shame. That's a real shame. I have to stand and fight or I die. Aim at you. Damn. Okay. You know what? That's fine. That's totally fine. We can do that one. That just got real unfortunate at the end, and it really, again, it always feels like there's no one left, and then suddenly they're all there. I'm guessing the game just spawns them in as it goes. It doesn't spawn them all in at once. I still haven't figured that out, by the way, because why would I learn anything ever? But let's call it apart for there, ladies and gentlemen. Next time we'll reopen with that mission, because I'm just going to send Francis back out there. I might just orbit and then go back. I lost my fucking minigun. I lost the gun that I want to use. That's fine. We have backups. We have plans. We actually got some of the decent armor out of there. So I think we should be able to deal with that. I don't know if running away there would have been the right choice. I think we would have just got shot in the back and died that way. Also, that's apparently only 1129 on power concentration, by the way, but 4 skulls, they're clearly not messing around. But I think we could do that one. And we do need to do that one because that is a conquest if we just let the auto resolve do it. Ancom is pretty significantly ahead of Daydream Chems on power, so chances are they would win that dice roll. And holy crap, the Church of Revelation actually unseated Tianmin. All right, well, on that shocking revelation, let's call it apart for there. More defense, more conquest, more work with Daydream Chems, more work with our fun allies who we're kind of skimming our equipment off of. But I think the fact that we now have good armor, I think we're in a lot better position. It's taken a few missions to get us built up. I think overall we are advancing. And after that, I'm not quite sure what we're going to want to do because yeah, Daydream Chems is under siege constantly now, unfortunately. I don't know if that has anything to do with this. I think this is a coincidence. I don't think that we're being targeted because of this. I think it's just pure coincidence, but we need to protect our guys while they build up power, which admittedly, we're almost up to Tech 6 already. I think we got to Tech 5 at the beginning of this part, which is kind of insane. But I think once we get out from under the weight of everyone trying to counterattack us, Daydream Chems is going to be a powerhouse. So hopefully y'all are looking forward to that. Until then, thanks for stopping by. See you later.